This is a very quick video of what's growing in the garden. These are some volunteer tomatoes that were in the garden box. Started sprouting, so I've potted them on, and they've been outside for about a week and they're doing well. Got some snapdragons and some parsley in there. And these little pots are actually some cherimoya seeds that I threw in there. They're growing. That one's not started yet. That's actually got loquat seeds in it. That's another cherimoya. Here we just have some green beans in that pot. These are my other cherimoyas that are doing pretty good. Inside these clutches, protect them from the wind. And let's see what's in the boxes. More green beans that are growing. Here we have some red boar kale, some basil behind that, and some cucumbers. Not sure if the cucumbers are going to do well because apparently they don't like strong smelling herbs. And they're right next to basil, so we'll see what happens. But plenty of kale, as you can see. I think we're going to eat some of that for supper tonight. Behind that is red Russian kale. 2 red Russian kale plants. They're doing very nicely. Some little regular green curly kale seeds I sprinkled in there. They're starting to grow. And hidden in here also is the Siberian dwarf kale. That's doing fine. In the other garden box, half of it is, well, 3/4 of it is full of carrots. These are actually doing pretty good. They've only been in here a few months. And if you look closely, you can see the carrots sticking out of the ground. So to be honest, they're probably ready to pick. But I have so many other carrots in the yard, I'm going to leave these to last because they got planted most recent. This is my row of arugula in front. As you can see, it's getting warmer and all of a sudden it's bolted. So that's a bit of a problem. But I might try putting some of those flowers in my salad. Apparently that's what you can do. Daylilies are coming. Chives, they're always here. Parsley, using that for pesto. And this looks like it's getting ready to bolt as well. These skinny leaves are usually a sign that a flower is going to come up. I might cut that out. These are some Brussels sprouts that have been here for at least 5 months. This one has some little sprouts growing, but they're taking forever. That one also has some teeny tiny sprouts growing. This one has no sprouts growing. I don't know what's going on there. They look a little dry. Under here, we actually have some giant breakfast radishes, but some of the seeds are missing. I suspect there was a slug under there that started eating the seedlings, so I got about half of them, but they're covered to keep the caterpillars away. Down here, my daylilies are on the palm tree. They're doing well. They've only been in there a couple of months. Lemongrass, that's still growing. These are my other carrots. I've already thinned these out, and I got a whole bunch, some big ones. These are probably ready to pick as well, but right now I have an overload of carrots, so I might have to pick those, blanch them, and freeze them. Cabbages, purple cabbage, starting to hard up. Green cabbage, that's doing quite nicely actually. Another green cabbage doing good. Another purple one growing. And another purple one hardening up. I might try and eat some of these cabbage leaves, I'm not sure. More purple red boar kale. So we seem to love that. Another Siberian dwarf kale. I just trimmed some of those leaves off for supper. And plain green curly kale. And these are my other giant 3 green big Brussels sprouts. Been here about 5 or 6 months. trying to get out of the sun. So they actually have some sprouts starting. You can see in there. Sure if you can see, there they are. This one has some sprouts starting at the bottom as well. And that one's got some sprouts growing, so maybe in another few weeks we can pick their sprouts. To the other side, this is all of my little bed of Swiss chard, if you can see that. And as you can also see, the caterpillars go to town on it. I need to build a shelter to keep the caterpillars out. This right here is some turmeric that I planted probably about 4 months ago. I forgot I had it, and we had some recent rain and it just sprouted up. The rest of my daylilies, my whole giant bed that's surrounded with daylilies, if you can see. There's actually 70 of them. They're blooming off and on, so they're doing well. More turmeric in the middle, some ginger. And at the end, some more turmeric there. We also have some sweet potatoes that are doing well. I just threw them in the ground. More sweet potatoes. And then we have my little banana trees growing well. My big plantain bunch. Let's see if I can show you the plantains that we have. You see there's a couple of hands. Don't know how well they're going to do, but happy to have them. So we'll see what happens. Don't know what's going on with these sugar apples. They're not really leafing out yet. Hopefully they will do. I might need to give them some fertilizer. This one's leafing out. So we'll see. I need to cut the grass. This is where I harvested all of my carrots last weekend. Still have some garlic here that's growing. Only about 3, I believe. And I have some random onion seeds that I sprinkled in here. And they seem to be taking off. But this is the bed that I'm going to plant the 9 potatoes that I have inside. Mint, parsley, pineapple mint, some prickly pears on the edge here. Let's go quickly around the back of the house, see what else we have. More prickly pears, but they haven't had any pears yet. My rosemary bush. And these are the other bananas. This one's doing quite well. Been there about a month, maybe 6 weeks. And another bunch. Been here maybe 2 months, 2.5 months. So, my composter. Looked like it made some good compost here at the bottom. I might feed that to something tonight. So that's a quick update.